Hi guys, welcome back. I don't know what's going on with my phone and the recording and all that. I keep saying that I have like 40 to 50 minutes of recording, which is plenty of time. But like when I go to upload a video, it will say that like I'll upload it and then I'll delete it from my phone because if I need it, I can just re-download it. But like I will permanently get rid of it off my phone, but then like it just keeps telling me that I have I just have recording issues, and then when I go to record the video will disappear and my phone will freeze up. So I don't know what's going on, but welcome back to my channel. This is like the second time today, fourth time video, fifth, something like that. But hopefully this will work. So if you guys see this video, I love you guys. And it finally worked. So today I am going to be doing a crochet along project. I figured, we can all use a little bit of community together. Sometimes we can't get to the library to crochet. Sometimes people's life are hectic. Sometimes there's just sometimes. Sorry, I'm like moving up. I can't really cross my legs, face you guys. I'm still healing from my hip surgery and pelvic floor surgery that combined together. So, you guys will see me like this. Hi, guys. My name is Destiny, and welcome to the Crochet Thursday. So basically, what's going to happen is, if this will work out, and I can upload this video, and then delete it, and then, make more videos, and my phone not act stupid, that'd be great. Okay, so what I'm working on today, and I'm sorry you guys can't see it in the frame, maybe next video I'll be sitting at the table. Just long periods of time sitting is a lot. When it's not like, we have like kind of a memory foam bed, so like I can kind of crevice down into the floor and reposition and stuff instead of just sitting in a chair. So what I've started is a poncho, and the color's watermelon. I'll show you the skein of it in just a minute. But I chained 80. I do not count. I did the beginning chain. Boop. Chained 80. Did one double crochet. Chained 80. And then connected. Chain 3. And then I did a single one double crochet all the way around. So a total of 80. And then I did my corner. If you know how to do a granny square corner, this is what I did. I did the granny square corner, so it'd have the chain 3 and then 2 double crochet, and then the chain 2, 3 double crochet. And then I worked it way up, met the ends of the piece together. Sorry, my hook's right here, but I just basically kind of lined it up. I mean, it's not going to be as wobbly because, extensions. But I just like brought this one, lined it up with one of the double crochets where it met in the middle, and then I just put a regular granny square corner, so 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and then just went all the way back around. And then what you're going to do is come to the corner right here. Sorry. So you're going to come to the corner. Make sure, because I uploaded 2 videos and I lied to you because I was thinking in my head, I knew what I was doing, but I was also thinking of the granny square poncho that I was just working on. So don't skip anything. Make sure you go in all of them across, all the little, like there'll be more because it's making a poncho if that's what you want to do. But make sure you go into like where this chain is and put one, and then put one for this one. And then, just make sure you're putting them in there, and then these will come together side by side. And then you just slip stitch like you would a granny square, and then slip stitch over to the chain in the middle, chain 3, do your corner. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm working on. I've tried doing this video so many times, but basically my thought process was I can crochet for 30 minutes with you guys and love you guys, talk to you guys, see what you guys are up to. You guys could have 30 minutes to crochet, and then we can go and do what we need to do, and then come back to the project, go what we need to do, come back to the project. So that's what we're doing. I do like to watch true crime videos. I like to watch on YouTube. I like to watch Bailey Sarian, Danielle Holland, and Danielle Christie for my true crime people. Like, that's what I like to watch. And I also like to watch Coghill Farm and Mrs. Coghill Farm. I love them. They just had a baby cow born on their farm. Oh my god, it's so cute. And then I also like to watch Arms Family Homestead. And then I like to watch, now these three go together. You have Tribe of Many, which is Sarah and Solo and all the kids. And then Judah just got married to Katie. I say just got married. They got married in September. And they got married. So then you get to see their point of view of it. And then you also see Sarah's mom and dad. Let me get this on my face. Okay, Sarah's mom and dad point of view of all of it. Which is, so you have Tribe of Many, Judah and Katie. And then you have Papa's Kitchen. I love them. I love watching them. But, the yarn that I am using, this is, what I'm working on is the second skein of yarn. This is the third skein. And I think it's going to take 3 skeins. I think it's going to be 3 skeins. And then maybe a 4th to do the stretchy neck on it. Not exactly sure. We will get there when we get there. But these are 417 yards each. Colors watermelon. This is like what they look like. It's really pretty. I made a boo-boo on the blanket. I made a boo-boo on the poncho. So I had to pull it all out. So now the one skein is into a bunch of like fat little balls. And then I guess what will happen, what will happen is that will help with the striping. So what I'll show you is, because I do want to crochet this with you guys, but I want to show you what I'm talking about. So I like for the colors to happen all over, especially if it's variegated. And I know it's the Granny Square Red Heart, and I love Red Heart. I don't always use the Granny Square, but I like to do the variegated and stuff. So front, where's the front? Where's the back? Front to back, front to back. Let me find it. Okay. Here's the back. So the back looks like this. Sorry. The back looks like this, where you like, you know how you see more of, and this is kind of my doing too, because I had to cut it and make the balls big enough to fit into the container I have it in. But anyways, you see how like you got more, it's more broken up and sporadic. Like, yeah, there's like white here and stuff. As to the front, what was happening was it was starting out doing green, white, like dark green, white, dark green, white. And then like you get this big old patch of white in the middle. And it, like, I'm trying to let it do what it's gonna do, but also try to control it in a sense where it's not too much of the same color for so many rows, and where it's like every other row, because I do want a good, it's not OCD, I promise you. It's not what I'm going for. I want to be able to have basically all the same colors around and not have it so patchy with stuff. And it could look like a cow decal, like a cow patches. So I'm cool with the way that it's going. I'm going to leave it the way that it's going because, like I said, I had to cut the skeins up, and I'm just randomly grabbing the balls because I don't remember what part went where. Does that make sense? Okay, so I am working on this one. Okay. Sorry. My nose is itchy. If you're wondering why I'm making ponchos, I make them for Christmas. I have nieces and nephews, and I love them just the same. Absolutely love them, adore them. They are like my favorite little nieces and nephews. But this baby, my sister, my biological sister's having her first baby, and she was born on Thanksgiving Day. She was born on November 25th, and it fell on Thanksgiving Day. So this, her baby, we don't know if it's a boy or girl yet, but this baby's due in November, and it will be the baby's first Thanksgiving. So whether the baby is born on Thanksgiving Day, before, whatever, I gotta get the yarn to do it, but I plan on making a little turkey hat, and then the little, like, maybe like a little poncho. I'm thinking maybe the turkey hat, and then my sister gets the poncho with the turkey, like, beak on the front, and um the feathers and stuff. So that's what I was thinking. However, it would be an early Christmas present, so I'm just trying to think of what I want to do, how I want to do it, because the first turkey baby in the family is having her first baby. That's right around the Christmas. So it's the baby's first holiday will more than likely be Thanksgiving. So the turkey baby's having a turkey baby. Does that make sense? So that's just fun. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with it. It's my idea. It's cool. It's great. And I'm not saying other people haven't came up with the idea, because honestly, I got the idea of the turkey hat and the turkey poncho from the internet. But yeah. If you guys are working on a project, let me know what you guys are working on. I would love to know. My allergies are flaring up, and I apologize. It's just a matter of the hot, the cold, the hot, the cold, the hot, the cold, the hot, the cold. And then pollen being separated everywhere. It's fine. I might take an allergy med in a little bit. Or just take it tonight, because it does help me sleep. Okay. So today you guys will be seeing this. Today's the 6th. So to you guys, it will be May 8th when you guys see this video. So that's fun and exciting. You guys gotta tell me what you guys are up to, what projects you're working on. You know, what are your guys' plans for the summer, for this month? Anything exciting going on? I was trying to tell you guys a little bit, which I'm just going to brief it down even more. If you guys missed the video, my oldest has autism now that we found out. He's high functioning autism. He's mentally 3 years behind, but it should get a little bit better. Not like consistently where he'll outgrow autism. You can't do that. But just once when his brain is a little bit more mature and developed, and it won't be as much as a struggle for him. He'll still struggle, but it won't be as bad. But yeah, he's got to get a 504, and he's got to get some tutoring, and he's in therapy. We just got that diagnosis last week. So this week will be the first official counseling therapy appointment with the guy that diagnosed him with it. So yay. And I say it lovingly because, you know, autism's not a bad thing. It's really not. It's just now we have a diagnosis with it, and now we kind of know what's going on. But now it's just, we're in the unknown of what our appointment's going to look like. And I'm not saying it to be mad or anything, to be disappointed or hateful or like, oh my gosh, why do I have to be so stressed out? You know, my life is so busy. But now it's just trying to figure out, like, well, what is he going to need? Is therapy going? I know therapy is going to be once a week, but then that hinders him and gets him behind in school even more because he's having to miss school, which we gotta do what you gotta do. And then it's like, will the tutoring be the same? Will the tutor be at school so he's not missing school? You know, and then the system will try to get you for truancy court. It's just that thing. And then it's like, is there anything else he's gonna have to do? Is there anything else that we need to do? And you know, it's just, sorry, I was pulling yarn, but it's just that thing. It's like trying to navigate it and figure it out, and, you know, trying to figure out what our life is going to look like with things going on. And I love them. I love them to death. I say this with sincerity that I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's just that thing of we know, but we're in the unknown. So there's that. But it's okay. It will work out. We will figure things out. And as of right now, I'm keeping his appointments on Wednesdays because Daniel, my husband, his dad, is off on Wednesdays. So if appointment just happens to take longer, he's home to get the other two from school and things like that. So it'll work out. It's going to be fine. But yeah, it's just, you never know. So if you guys have anybody that has autism or know anybody like that, I hate saying, I don't like doing that. I don't like, I know it's a label and I know it shouldn't be in a bad way. And I know people are going to take it the wrong way when I say this or anybody says it. Because, like, so I have Charcot-Marie-Tooth. It's a neuromuscular crippling disease. So maybe one day I will probably be in a wheelchair. We call it CMT for short. There's different CMTs out there. Not everybody's the same, but we kind of have all this. We have all the same symptoms, and just people progress more quickly. Some people progress slowly, but you know, when people say like, you know, those people, like, that's not what I mean. I don't mean it like that. What I'm saying is, if you guys know anybody with autism that you love and you know, you adore, I would like to hear how they're wired, because, you know, not everybody's the same. Not all autism's the same. Not all CMT's the same. Not all cancer's the same. Not all like ADHD is the same. Not all stoves are the same. Like, you could have the same stove as somebody else and it functions a little bit differently. You know, it's just, I would just love to hear your guys' just inputs and love. And, you know, if you came across anybody with Down syndrome, autism, you know, how much of a joy they were. And I would just love to hear it. I'd love to hear it down below, because I love everybody. Some people may get on my nerves. I think that's life, you know. Anytime, you guys probably have people get on your nerves. But I would just love to hear stories, because it's just so awesome to hear. And if you guys have like just different tips and tricks on how to help, because my oldest has, I don't want to say anger issues, even though he does, but he just, no matter what, like, nothing was helping. No coping, nothing was helping, and he had to get put on mood stabilizers, which thank God they help. And he's even said that he feels better. But it's just, you know, we try to do behavior charts, we try to do positive reinforcement, positive, just positive cues, ignoring the bad, focusing on the good. We've tried doing, I say rewards, we tried doing like little rewards, big rewards, breaking it up in intervals, you know, standing there and redirecting until it gets done, following through with simple small tasks, very small minimal instructions, some little bit more instructions. And it's just, it's a struggle, guys. And I, like, nothing works. And then you're frustrated and overwhelmed, and he'd just like, he'd get frustrated and overwhelmed, and it just, I don't know. It's a lot, but we got a diagnosis now. Hopefully things will help. Our therapist, his therapist, not a therapist, he's a counselor, but I'm just gonna call him a therapist. His therapist was saying that, you know, we're probably gonna, okay, so I went all the way around, and then like, look, I slip stitched into this one. So I came up right next to it and I slip stitched. That makes sense, because there's the chain 3 from the previous row. And then I'm just going to go into this one, and then over into the middle, and then chain 3. But his counselor said that we're just going to have to stand there with them and make sure that he follows through with simple cues. My only problem is that right now I kind of can't do that because, and stand there is doesn't mean you have to stand there, but you know, when I got 2 other kids, and I'm not going to neglect them. That's not what I'm saying by no means. But when you got 2 other kids and other things that need to get done, and you can't physically stand because hip problems, healing problems, and you know, and then like you're trying to sit, and then you're trying to not get frustrated. You're not trying to, you know, be like, come on, like, we got to get this thing done. Let's go. You know, it's just like sometimes in life you cannot slow it down. Like, you have to go. And I'm saying this with love, and just that's just how life is. Like, if you're driving a car, and he will be able to drive a car. That's what his therapist said. But you, like, if you're driving a car, you cannot sit at a green light until it processes that it's green when there's people behind you and you have to move. Like, when that light turns green, you got to go. You know, if what I'm saying makes sense. Now, if you're sitting there and you're reading a book, go ahead, read it over and over again until you grasp the concept. If you're trying to learn a project, keep trying until you get it. Like, that's at your own pace, but there's just times where you have to go. If you have to be at school and you've been up for a couple hours and school starts at 7:30, you cannot keep like sitting there and trying to get them to do it. And then here comes 7:20 and you're trying to get them out the door and they're not dressed. They're not ready to go. And then you're like, come on, like, we gotta go. Like, people have to be at work. Other kids have to be dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to go. Get your shoe. Come on. Come on. I say it lovingly. But yeah. It's life. It's life. It's life. It's life. It's life. Mm-hmm. We are so close to almost 30 minutes, which that's where I'm going to end it. Just 30 minutes crochet, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes crochet, 30 minutes crochet, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes crochet. I hope you guys like this video. Crocheting along, I love it. Like I said, I would hold it up here. Let me see if I can do that. Sorry, like just the way my hands are formed and finger memory and tension. Just trying to do it comfortably. But crochet along Thursday, crochet along Thursday, crochet along. Sorry. Oh gosh. I've got my yarn in a mason jar that I had for saving money in, and you know, that just didn't happen. We were saving money, and then like life would happen, and then we'd have to get in there, and then it just got to the point it's like, oh, okay, all this needs to get done. No saving money right now. Excuse me. So I got the yarn in there, using it. But starting next month, let me see. Here 2 weekends out, my mom and I is going to a sheep and fiber, basically like a wool and fiber festival, the 17th and 18th down in Lexington. And then next month, after I figure out appointments and everything, because we've also got VBS going on, summer camp going on, appointments, yay. But yeah, my grandfather's 5-year anniversary of him passing is coming up. The 1-year anniversary of my uncle's birthday. 1-year anniversary of him passing is coming up. So it's just, there's a lot going on in June. So I'm trying to navigate all of that because I know the family's going to want to get together and celebrate, and I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that at all. But yeah, so everybody's celebrating. I just got to figure out when everything's going on, because that trip that it's going to be a day trip. I'm going to take my grandmother, my cousin, my aunt, and my 3 kids, and myself, going on a day trip. Don't know where we're going, but going on a day trip. Don't know where we're going on a day trip. But yeah, that'll be fun. I'm excited. My little sister turned 2 just the other day on Sunday. Today's Tuesday. It was Sunday. She's 2. And then my little brother's birthday. My little brother's birthday is coming up in a little while. My one sister's birthday is next month. My cousin's birthday is in a couple of days. My nephew's birthday is in a couple of months. My dad's birthday is on the same day. There's a lot. My little sister and my cousin's birthday are on the same day. In the summer. There's a lot going on. Oh, it's so funny when you think about it. Oh, today? No, what am I saying? Oh my goodness. The 17th of May will be mine and Daniel's 6-year anniversary of being together. The 19th of May will be 4 months that we've been married. So that's so fun. It's crazy to think that we're married. I have to I know he's my husband. But referring to him as my husband, I have to say it out loud and be like, yeah. It's just slowly clicking. Because I've been trying to go for a divorce for years, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, but it was this long process that shouldn't have been, and trying to find my ex, and just toxic as toxic goes. I was finally granted my divorce in November of last year, and me and Daniel got married January 29th of this year. Oh, it's so exciting. But yeah, we were going to get married March 15th, but then I was told that my I was supposed to get my surgery done in December, which would have gave me plenty of time to heal to get married. And then he pushed it back a little bit more over absolute nonsense. My weight wasn't an issue, my weight was an issue, my weight wasn't an issue, my weight was an issue. And then he was like, your weight was never an issue. And it's like, and because of how bad my hip was, I had to go with him because he specialized in really complicated surgeries. But anyways, I just wasn't going to heal in enough time to do it fully. Not fully, but heal in enough time to do it. And that's sad. So I got my final decree. 3 days later, our pastor married us. And then I got my surgery, so we got married January 19th. My surgery was for January 29th. 10 days later, I was getting surgery. So, yeah. March 15th didn't happen. And that's, as much as I was looking forward to it, just didn't happen. So now I've got tablecloths that I think they're red. I might have got pink too. Not sure. I can't remember. But those didn't get used. Our balloons for our balloon arch didn't get used for it, but I used them here at the house. We're going to be in more. We've been doing balloon arches for different holidays, and just put them up, use them, parties with them at the house, like karaoke parties. But yeah, it's been eventful. But we are coming up to the 30-minute mark, and I am not all the way around yet. I am not that far from, well, no, I'm halfway. I made a round from where I started. I just haven't went from beginning to beginning. Does that make sense? But I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you made it this far, comment your favorite color, because then it'll let me know you made it this far. And I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.